The headlines: tragedy strikes as jet drops bomb on Kaduna village during Maulud celebration. Trust TV bags award for insightful programming, documentary and news. Nigerian female biker rides over 8,000 kilometers across 16 West African countries in 20 days. And on the foreign scene, 11 hikers dead after Indonesia volcano erupts and dozens still missing. Hello and welcome to Trust TV News Update. I am Sumaya Abubakar. Thank you for joining us, and now the details. We'll start with a sad note. In Tudumbiri, a community within Igabi local government area of Kaduna State, many villagers are feared dead following a bomb allegedly dropped by a Nigerian Air Force jet during a Maulud celebration on Sunday around 9 p.m. Though details of the incident remain sketchy, preliminary reports suggest that the loss of approximately 30 lives. Now, residents recount that the bomb struck while the villagers were gathered to commemorate Maulud in the village. Trust TV, the television arm of the Media Trust Group, has emerged as the Media House of the Year in the League of Extraordinary Achievers Award. Trust TV emerged the winner following its investigative and educative content in just 2 years of existence. The award was presented at an award ceremony organized by Gaze Production in Kaduna. Adeyemi Adekunle, the convener, Leah, said this is the third edition of Leah, where they recognize personalities and organizations making a difference. According to him, he has been following Trust TV for some time and noticed that it is a unique station whose programs are balanced across the spheres of life. He said Trust TV's political program, sports and education are awesome. That's why the Leah identify with the organization. The Northwest Bureau Chief of the station, Ahmed Detti, while receiving the award, thanked the organizers for finding Trust TV worthy of the recognition.
The award is the Media House of the Year award, and this award is presented to Trust TV. Trust TV, let's put our hands together for Trust TV.
I've been following Trust TV for some time, and I noticed Trust TV is a unique station, and if you check the programs of Trust TV, it has balanced across different spheres of life. Their political program, their sports program, their educational Trust TV are doing amazingly well. And from what we do in League of Extraordinary Achievers Awards, we identify organizations that are doing well and have paid their price. So give them the award.
Trust TV is still young, but it has been winning awards. It's good to win awards. It shows really the good job you are doing is being appreciated. And the awards will propel you and ginger you to even do more, and inspire others also to try to emulate the good thing.
Nigerian female biker and customs officer, superintendent of the Nigerian Customs Service, Ogboru Akpevwe Attractor, set the record on Saturday or Sunday as she became the first Nigerian woman biker to ride solo from Lagos across 13 West African countries in 23 days. SC Ogboru, who arrived Nigeria through the Seme border in Badagry exactly 1:25 p.m. on Sunday, was received by a team of custom officers led by the Customs Area Controller, Seme Area Command. She traveled over 8,000 kilometers through Benin Republic, Togo, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Guinea-Conakry, Guinea-Bissau, Senegal, Gambia, Mali, Burkina Faso, Togo and Benin in 23 days and arrived back to Nigeria on Sunday afternoon. Also on ground to welcome her were her family members, Exclusive Riders Motorcycle Club and other custom officers at Seme border as she turned off her motorbike engine after completing an arduous 23-day trip. Speaking with the newsmen at Seme on Sunday, Ogboru Akpevwe, a tractor, said that the beauty of God creation inspired her to embark on the journey, saying that she always wanted to travel, visit West Africa and understand the beauty of God's creation. She said a lot inspired her on the journey because most times women are not allowed to express their feelings. She advised that women can be anything they want to be and they should not allow anybody to bring them back. She said the spirit of positivity and positive people around her are behind her journey, adding that the spirit of positivity made her put through. Also speaking at a grand reception to receive her, Controller Bomodi commended a tractor for embarking on a journey to 23 African countries with over 8,000 kilometers. Now, farmers in Maiduguri have decried the poor harvest experienced this season caused by the shortage of the rainfall and threats of terrorists. Borno State farmers in the course of November suffered casualties from Boko Haram terrorists. Now, the farmers appealed to the government to still strengthen security in farming communities. The report.
The hope for a bountiful harvest for the year was deflated as a result of shortage of rainfall experienced in most parts of the country, and it's no doubt the effect of climate change. The farming community in Borno State was affected also, as some farmers couldn't harvest much this year, and food insecurity was also a threat, with close to 15 farmers killed by terrorists in November. The Agro Rangers, a component of the NSCDC in synergy with other paramilitary agencies to provide security to farming communities likely vulnerable to attacks.
Noma a shekarar nan da ba mu samu abin kirki bane. Kaga ruwa ne ya kasa mana.
We didn't get much from the farming season this year because of the rain, and you know the NGOs supported us with food provisions, but it's no longer happening. And also the harvest this year is poor. I've been farming for 3 years now. I've not seen the Agro Rangers with my eyes. It's not like there's no security. If not, why will Boko Haram come and steal your food and collect your bike?
To gaskiya ni dai gaskiya ba ni da masaniya akan wannan bangaren.
Soldiers have been protecting farmers. Their presence doesn't make anyone afraid, and there have not been any problem. But for the Agro Rangers, I don't know. You know, when we come to the military checkpoint to pass and go to our farms, we see other security outfits, but one will not know which agency they are unless they identify themselves, and they are doing their jobs as expected.
Suna zuwa suna gaskiya suna zuwa suna patrol wata rana muna haduwa da su.
They do come around the farm for patrol. Honestly, we meet them some days. They ask us if we are okay and safe. We say yes. They are trying so much. We want the government to continue to provide more security for farmers. The Civil Defense Commandant Musa Farouk said it made tremendous achievements in security, but there is need to expand its operational activities across the state.
A lot of emphasis is placed on just the Maiduguri metropolis and the surrounding, the contiguous villages or communities around. And the financing, the motorization are basically concentrated here within this location. Other areas, farming areas, agrarian communities of Bama, Bugoza, etc., there are deficits. I want to call up for more intervention in these areas, because our boys cannot go to farm without, you can't be mobile. If you're not mobile, your movement is constrained.
As the harvest season draws to a close, farmers hope that the new season will bring bountiful produce and a more safe environment to keep their agricultural resilience alive. Bitrus Kuruti, Trust TV News, Maiduguri.
Personnel of the Hisbah Command in Kano State have been urged to redouble efforts and keep regular watch and patrol across market areas, motor parks and uncompleted buildings in an attempt to checkmate the rising cases of rape being perpetrated by some disgruntled elements in Kano State. The State Commissioner of Women Affairs, Children and Disabled, Hajia Aishatu Lowell, gave the charge during a workshop for Hisbah officials from the Northwest Zone on Gender-Based Violence and Girl-Child Protection held in Kano on Friday. Represented by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Dr. Saada Tubala, said the call became necessary in view of the alarming rate of rape cases, especially in such public places. According to her, the frequent patrol of these places by Hisbah operatives will check persistent cases of young boys and girls that are being lured into corners to perpetrate immoral acts on them, while expressed hope that the workshop would avail participants the opportunity to learn new surveillance skills that will help them prevent sexual abuse of children.
We conducted on these key stakeholders, meaning the Hisbah command from these 6 states: Kaduna, Katsina, Kano, Jigawa, Zamfara, Kebbi, and the rest. Like I said earlier, it's just to assess what we have so far achieved in terms of the training and what the individual states, are able to implement based on the capacity building they acquired, after the training. And we believe what we have seen following the evaluation at the end of this, and when we compare with what transpire in these various states, shows remarkable achievements, not in terms of the reduction of the incidences of gender-based, but the strategy, they have now, adapted and started implementing, and also the better understanding of the existing laws of the various states. These laws, cut across either is it Sharia law and the conventional law. The Hisbah officials, they have a better understanding now, and in terms of approach, in terms of handling cases of gender violence.
There is a growing concern among commercial motorcycle operators in Osun State over deadly attacks by motorcycle snatchers. In the latest incident, 2 bike snatchers attacked and shot a commercial motorcyclist in Ile-Ife and took away his bike, but were eventually arrested by the police. Trust TV's Hamid Oyegbade reports.
Trust TV's investigation reveals that the 2 men had hired a commercial motorcycle operator to take them to a location within Ile-Ife. But on their way, they told the rider to stop, shot him and stole his motorcycle. The victim was rushed to hospital by people in the neighborhood and reported the matter to the nearest police station. Efforts by policemen, however, yielded good results with the arrest of the perpetrators, Ojo Tunde and Olayemi Abiodun.
Agbamensin, a pè ní ọ̀kadà nígbà tó agbede wa débi tí ó ń gbé wa lọ, a wá gbà lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀.
We hired the motorcyclist to take us to somewhere. On our way, we attacked and shot him. We took his bike away. Thereafter, policemen tracked and arrested us.
This
is the machine that was recovered. So they shot the victim went to hospital on the report. We went after them through the tracker that was on the machine, and eventually they were arrested. One of them he has been arrested before. So touched him to court.
Also, the anti-cultism squad of the Osun State Police Command arrested a suspected cultist, Mohammed Okpeyemi, for causing breach of peace at the Osun State Polytechnic, Ire, though the suspect denied his involvement in secret cults.
So he's the leader of one of the cultist gang, and he's charged for disturbing the public peace. The case under investigation. We are going after the other gang members and they will soon be charged to court.
What led me to the police custody was the accusations that I was disturbing the school peace.
The police vowed to rid the state of criminal elements and assured residents of safety of their lives and properties. Amid Oyegbade, Trust TV News, Oshogbo.
You're watching News Update on Trust TV. Coming up, residents decry rising prices of foodstuffs. This and more after the break. Stay with us.
Welcome to Trust TV, where we document the Nigerian story. Our programming showcases the rich culture and diversity of Nigeria. We strive to amplify the voices that make our nation unique. Our programming is designed to take you on a journey through the different tastes of entertainment in our country. We showcase the best of Nigerian culture, from traditional craft to cutting-edge technology. Our team of expert journalists are dedicated to unveiling the intricacies of our culture and telling the untold stories that binds us all. And let's not forget the food. Nigeria has diverse and flavorful cuisines, some of the favorites to millions across the world. What is Nigeria without its people, their passions and their talent? Trust TV is not just a channel, it's a platform that brings you closer to everything that makes Nigeria great. Trust TV, documenting the Nigerian story.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is News Update on Trust TV. Here's a recap of our top stories. We brought you tragedy strikes as jet drops bomb on Kaduna village during Maulud celebration. And Trust TV bags award for insightful programming, documentary and news. Now moving on to more stories, the Kebbi State Ministry for Special Duties in collaboration with the Ministry of Women Affairs Kebbi State has commemorated with people living with disabilities in the state to mark the International Day of People Living with Disabilities in the state. In his remarks at the celebration, the Commissioner of Information and Culture, Kebbi State, Yakubu Ahmed, emphasized the need for the society to treat persons with disability without discrimination. He noted that disability should never be a basis for exclusion or prejudice.
We owe it a duty as politicians and citizens to offer every hand to them, because I have since realized that one of their cardinal objectives is to equip their members to shun begging and depend on themselves through access to education and skills acquisition. I'm happy to say here that APC administration of Dr. Nasser Idris has made it clear from the onset that empowerment and inclusivity of all citizens, including persons with disabilities, is a top priority. Efforts are on by the Kebbi State government to channel resources towards upgrading skills acquisition centers, access to agricultural loans, and collaboration with international and national donor agencies to make accessibility to resources easier and within reach, so that persons with disabilities, women and other vulnerable groups will gain access to fight despondency and economic exclusivity.
I'm very excited today, and each and every person with disability in Kebbi State is happy about that, because this is the first time in the history of Kebbi State the top government officials attended International Day of Persons with Disabilities. We have expectation from government, because we were promised we are going to include into the government appointment and also political positions across the Kebbi State.
Barely 3 weeks to the 2023 Christmas celebration, the prices of some foodstuffs, particularly rice, gari, palm oil, and crayfish, have soared in major markets in Asaba, the Delta State capital. Jonathan Awayai, who conducted a market survey on the recent cost of these commodities, has more details on this report. Take a look.
As Nigerians prepare for the Yuletide season, consumers who are contending with the rising cost of living have been thrown into hardship, a situation that is threatening to rob them of the joy accompanying this season. Some sellers and buyers who spoke to Trust TV complained about the biting inflation, coupled with lack of funds to meet basic family obligations ahead of the festivities. A check at various markets across the Delta State capital shows that food, which is the main attraction of the Yuletide, is gradually being priced out of the reach of many average households.
The cost of food items in Nigeria is very high. The last time I went to buy rice, a bag of rice is 54,000 naira. Oil, everything is expensive, even Indomie is very high. This is Yamba, it's very good that will help us. So we are appealing to the government to come to our aid, because things are very hard, very hunger everywhere.
Everything don't high now. Everything don't high. A gardener where they sell 800 before. Now a painter is 1,500. Now they buy them.
Traders also complained of low sales as a result of high prices of commodities and blamed high exchange rates and escalating transport fares as reason why the prices may rise further.
Cost of price in the market so high, and it's making life so difficult for me. I don't know of others, but I know life is so difficult because of the increment. Because if you can just imagine my shop right now, look at this place and look at the outside. I used to have a lot of stock here before, but because of the increment in the market, I can't even buy anything here. It's just only this particular place I focus now. But if the government can come into it and help us, well, because if we go to the market with maybe 20,000 naira, you cannot buy goods of two different type of things in the market right now.
Consumers who are caught up in this challenging situation are showing their displeasure at their inability to enjoy Christmas celebration. According to them, government should regulate the prices of food items and not leave it to the sellers to make life difficult for the people. Jonathan Awaye, Trust TV News, Asaba.
In the foreign scene, 11 hikers were found dead on Monday and another 12 were missing after a volcano erupted in Indonesia, with rescuers racing to carry injured and burned survivors down the mountain on foot. The rescuers walked through the night to find dozens of hikers stranded on Mount Merapi on the island of Sumatra after it spewed an ash tower of 3,000 meters, about 9,340 feet taller than the volcano itself, into the sky. The dead hikers were found near Merapi's crater after the 2,891-meter volcano rained ash on nearby villages, according to a local rescue official. 12 were missing, 3 more were found alive, and 49 had safely descended from the crater, some with burns and fractures, the official said. The 3 other people who had been found alive were yet to be taken down the mountain, along with 11 dead. And finally, in sports, world number 1 Scottie Scheffler won the Hero Golf Challenge in the Bahamas as Tiger Woods finished 18th in the 20-man field on his return from injury. American Scheffler, bogey-free 4-under round of 68 meant he finished on 20 under and sealed a 3-shot win from Austrian Sepp Straka. Woods, competing for the first time since withdrawing from the Masters in April, ended level after a round of 72. The 15-time major champion expects to play once a month in 2024. Former world number 1 Woods, 47, had ankle injury earlier this year to address post-traumatic arthritis following the 2021 car crash that kept him out of action for nearly 14 months. Woods will now next play the PNC champion, formerly the Father and Son Challenge, from 14 December with his son Charlie. Woods recovered from a double bogey on the 3rd with the 3 birdie in the next 4 holes, and also birdied the 14th and 15th after dropping shots on the 8th and 11th. He finished 20 shots behind compatriot Scheffler, round up to Victor Hovland in each of the past 2 years. Now, Straka returned a superb 64 to finish 17 under with Justin Thomas a shot further back. And with that, we have come to the end of News Update on Trust TV. Do not forget to follow us across all our social media platforms and join our YouTube live stream for more news programs and documentaries. I am Sumaya Abubakar. Thanks for watching.